So there are numerous corporate innovation strategies that corporate entities, public entities can deploy. I break them down into 6 categories. You could break them down into 3, break them down into 10, but I'm a practical innovator. I walk the halls of a lot of organizations. I deploy these for a living, and I'll tell you what my 6 are. First, internal organization innovation teams. Easiest way to get started. You either do it ad hoc, you have dedicated teams, but you have some sort of internal team. They could be called innovation, could be strategic initiatives, could be transformation. I mean, you could even count some of these Six Sigma folks. But internal innovation teams are 1. 2, crowdsourcing. So crowdsourcing can be internal or external. That's where you ask the crowd to help you solve your challenges. Internally, you can do it if you want to if you want to generate participation and excitement and create a culture of innovation. And externally, you can do it if you want that outside viewpoint to help you with your more disruptive ideas. But crowdsourcing is number 2. Number 3, innovation and R&D labs. So you could have an innovation lab, R&D lab, you call it what you want, but a laboratory that maybe builds prototypes or designs things or experiments is number 3. Number 4 is partnerships. Partnerships are a great way to innovate. Sometimes they can absolve the company of having to do anything internally. You find the right partner, you share with them your challenge, they share with you your solution, and you're off to the races. Now, I don't mean vendors where you treat them like a vendor. I mean true partnerships where you each show your underbellies and share that. Incubation, next, incubation and accelerator memberships. Accelerators, incubators, there's a little difference between the two, and sometimes people use them interchangeably. But places where you can go and develop ideas separate from the corporate entity, places where an idea can come from the ideation phase, from the low seed stage, up to some kind of almost launch phase, up to what some people call minimal viable product. Next and last is where the big guys like to play, and this is a favorite amongst C-suite executives in large companies and boards, and that's corporate venture capital mergers and acquisitions. And yes, it's all innovation. So this last one, number 6, is where CVC, corporate venture capital, is where you invest dollars into some form of startup, some stage of startup that helps you meet your strategic goals for innovation. Or you merge or acquire them. It's a major muscle movement for most companies. It requires cash. It requires due diligence, patience, usually a dedicated team to make these happen, obviously, but very effective. So those are the 6 ways, the 6 strategies that corporate entities or large organizational entities can use to innovate. If you have any questions or thoughts, drop me a note.